Hi, I'm Chef Owen Tilley, and I want to welcome you to this week's installment of Ask the Chef. This week's question comes from Arlene, one of our Facebook friends. And Arlene asked, what are some seafood options for breakfast? Well, Arlene, it's not just lox, bagels, and cream cheese anymore. These days, seafood's popping up everywhere. One of my favorite creations is a crab cake Benedict, where they sub out the Canadian bacon for a nice crispy crab cake, poached egg on top, and smothered in hollandaise sauce. Other things I've seen that are popular, like a scallop frittata, and even a lobster quiche. But today, I'm going to teach you how to make a quick and simple shrimp and tomato omelet. So let's get started. Now, you're going to need a few ingredients. You're going to need 3 scrambled eggs, some cooked shrimp. Now, if you're not familiar with cooking shrimp, just go a few blogs back and you can see one of our episodes on how to cook shrimp, and that'll set you right. Next, you're going to need some grape tomatoes that I've cut in half, some shredded cheese, and a little bit of milk. Now, I scrambled the eggs previously and added in just a little bit of milk. You want to put a little milk in to help your eggs be fluffy, but don't put too much. If you put too much, then the eggs are going to scramble and they won't hold together in an omelet. So, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the range and set it to about medium on heat. Doesn't need to be too hot. Remember, we have to let all the ingredients inside the omelet get warm too, so it's not a speed contest. And plus, it's breakfast. Let's take it easy. Now that my pan's getting hot, I'm going to give it a quick spray of pan spray, and that's going to help release the eggs from the pan. Now, I like to use a Teflon pan when cooking eggs, or one of the non-stick surfaces. The reason being is that eggs are delicate, and you want to treat them the way they should be, and a Teflon pan is going to help you do that. Now I'm just going to wait, make sure the pan spray is nice and hot. And that's another thing. You want to make sure that your pan spray, it goes from white in the pan to clear, because that means it's heating up. If you put the eggs directly in before it's heated up, then you might have some sticking. So let's go ahead and pour the eggs in. All right. Now, I can see our pan is nice and warm because the eggs are starting to cook around the edges. So as the eggs cook, what I'm doing is pushing the cooked portions to the middle so that the raw egg goes out to the edges, makes contact with the cooking surfaces, and that's going to help it cook a little quicker. It's also going to give a little fluffiness to our eggs also. So we're going to let our eggs cook about 3/4 of the way done. And the way that you know this is you'll see the cooked eggs kind of billowing up underneath, but you're still going to have a nice shine of raw egg on top. Now I'm going to add in the ingredients. So first, I'm going to put in some shrimp. Next, I'm going to add in some of those sliced grape tomatoes. Now, I'm going to let that cook for just a little bit so that the shrimp and the tomatoes get warm all the way through. But remember, like I said, if you start cooking too quickly, you're going to want to turn down your heat just a little bit to keep the eggs from burning on the outside. Well, I can tell by the way that the eggs look, they're almost fully cooked, so I want to add in the cheese now. Now that you have everything in the pan, you're going to want to make sure that your eggs get cooked through, everything's warm, but you don't burn your eggs. The easiest way to do that is to just take a peek. And what I'm doing is going peeking underneath. Oh yeah, they look great. You can see no browning yet. Our eggs are still nice and golden yellow. Great. We're all set in the pan, so let's take it to the plate now. The easiest way to do it is you've seen me push the egg and check underneath. Well, that's loosened it up. Give the pan a quick shimmy and you'll see if your eggs are loose enough to go onto the pan. And as I can tell, my omelet's ready to go. Now the easiest way to do it is to pour half of the omelet out and then, there you go, flip the other over, just like that. And there you have it. A quick and simple shrimp and tomato omelet, ready in no time at all. I want to thank Arlene for asking for breakfast options with seafood, and I want to invite you back for next week's edition. And remember, you keep asking, I'll keep cooking.